You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for September 15th through the 26th. We're going to talk about Kyle panicking and Sally losing it. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. On Monday, September 15th, Amanda bumps into Lily and Devon, and the two exes are bickering. And then Amanda talks to Lily one-on-one, and she is asking if Amanda misses Devon. Maybe, but I don't think she misses seeing Abby naked with Devon on the sofa when she caught them cheating. So Michael tells Phyllis that he's officially on Team Cane. So Michael is hoping they can put the Sharon issue behind them. But when he says that Lauren doesn't know and can't know about the job with Cane, well, that's red flags to Phyllis, who demands that Michael tell her his real agenda, or she's going to tell Cane that Michael is being shady. Of course, he can't tell Phyllis that he's spying for Victor. So we'll see what happens. Lily wonders if her kids will forgive Cane, and her brother Devon is wondering if Lily might be softening on Cane, but she says no. And she actually thinks it's best if their twins cut Cane out of their lives for good. And Devon says he had to do exactly that with Tucker. Kyle is worried that Nate hates him, but the guy says, you know, we're both Audra's victims. And Nate feels like Claire was the one most hurt by Audra. And then Kyle is telling Nate that Holden has latched onto Claire. And then Kyle tells him Audra made things really hard for him and Claire, and he's hoping they can move past it. Nate tells him a bunch of people warned him about Audra and he wishes he had listened, but now Nate is done with Audra for good. She is going to roll up on him soon, though, asking to try and get back together. So Amanda asks Cane, is he really going to give Billy the AI program? And Cane says, not really. He's going to secretly be controlling it, and Billy is only going to think that he's running the show. Amanda agrees to try and befriend Lily to help Cane win his ex back, and then he texts Billy asking if they are good to go. Claire tells Victoria about Kyle and Victor's $5 million contract, and Victoria thinks that it shows how much Kyle loves her, but he also thinks that Victor doing this was shady. Claire also says she didn't like Kyle's over-the-top jealous reaction to Holden, and Claire thinks he is being kind of possessive and just too much. Victoria advises Claire to give Kyle a chance, and then Victoria shocks Claire when she says Kyle told her he's never had feelings for anyone like he has for Claire, and he didn't even feel about Summer that way. Later, Claire talks to Kyle and asks if he was grilling Nate about Holden, and Kyle insists he just doesn't want Holden to take advantage of her. But Claire says Kyle is the one that she's not sure she can trust or not. And then he is pleading with Claire to do a reset and just start over as a couple. On Tuesday, September 16th, Adam has Chelsea in a difficult position. I'm going to guess it's about the war with Billy, and maybe Newman Media has done another hit piece, because Abbott.com not launching would obviously be front page news in a Newman publication. Kyle is forced to be the bigger person. This may be about Holden to prove himself to Claire so she won't break up with him. Diane wants to know if Billy's all right, and Sally says no. He is about to make the biggest mistake of his life. That's the same day that Sally puts her foot down with Billy. Basically, Sally is saying, I will walk if you do this with Cane, but Billy might still do it. On Wednesday, September 17th, Billy gets together with Cane, and they talk about how long Billy has dreamed of taking down Victor, obviously for years and years, and how Cane and Billy can make this happen, how they can dismantle Newman Enterprises together. Victor takes aim at multiple targets, and Jack issues a warning to Nikki. And it's likely that Victor is back to an anti-Abbott vendetta. And I think Jack's going to warn Nikki, you know, I usually try and play nice. This time I'm not going to hold back. Cane tries to convince Billy to make amends with Jill on Wednesday, which obviously is a big ask, but Jess Walton is back soon as Jill Abbott. On Thursday, September 18th, Jack is hoping Victoria can help him. You know, maybe about Victor, but I doubt it, because he knows the mustache isn't going to listen to anybody. I'm just wondering if Jack is asking Victoria to intervene with Billy and try to talk him out of the revenge scheme and teaming up with Cane. And we'll just see. Cane is trying to charm Lily on Thursday, and it may work to some extent. That's the same day Mariah and Daniel meet in the park behind Tessa's back. Mariah insisted that Daniel keep this secret from Tessa, and Daniel says, yeah, I didn't tell her we were meeting. Now, Mariah could be jealous and trying to run Daniel off and get him away from Tessa, but I kind of doubt it. Mariah may want to ask Daniel to keep an eye out for Tessa while she's gone. So Mariah has decided she's going to leave town for a while to work through her issues over trying to kill the old guy. Friday, September 19th, we've got Billy running into a problem. He thought he could just threaten and blackmail Victor and he would roll over and give him what he wants. So obviously that's going to fail. That may be the problem Billy runs into. Lauren is working very hard to impress Christine. Obviously it's about the wedding plans. That wedding is happening in October. Plus, Cane arranges a meeting with his posse to go over the plan of attack on Victor. So we'll see if Holden and Michael are going to be there along with Billy, Phyllis, and Amanda, if everybody is outed as a Cane ally. The week of September 22nd through the 26th, we've got Cane and his team moving forward against Victor. So Cane's got everything lined up. He's ready to put his plan into motion. He just needs Billy out there as his front man, as the scapegoat. And speaking of Billy Boy, he needs help. And, obviously he thought he could threaten Victor, which wasn't going to work. And Billy was hoping to force his hand with just the threat of the AI software, but looks like it won't work. And he's going to need Cane and the AI software, which he doesn't know, he won't be really controlling. Victoria makes a decision. Obviously, she doesn't want the family to be in another nuclear war with the Abbotts. And she obviously doesn't want the mother of her children, of two of her children, going down the drain. So she may agree to do what Jack asked and try to talk some sense to Billy. I don't know if he's going to listen. I feel like he won't. Cane keeps trying to prove himself to Lily. Of course, Cane's not going to stop, and now he's got Amanda working on it too. Plus, Daniel agrees to what Mariah asks him to do regarding Tessa. Claire considers whether she wants to move forward with Kyle, but Holden is staying very close in her periphery. But Claire may take Victoria's advice and consider a fresh start with Kyle. Jack and Diane debate their Billy and Victor problem and the best approach to protect themselves from the mustache and Billy and his gambling nature.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.